So here we have another week of sneakers that are coming up this week, and I'm going to go through the past releases first. So the first one was the Reebok BB 4000 Romulus, and as far as I know this came out on the 27th of August, and a cool pair but not something that I'm interested in. And then also the wider release of the Manier Jordan 3s on the 27th, and in the EU and UK these pretty much sold out on the sneakers app and retailers as well, but obviously the numbers were more limited than I suppose what you'd see in the US, but a nice pair but not a must have for me. And these Jae Tips Omni to-do list collection, so this is one that was I suppose more in store really, so it's not really, it's quite sort of limited to pick up. And then you got the Jordan 17 lows, again another limited one, which was on the 28th of August, and saw these sort of load up and was kind of maybe looking at to see if I could grab a pair because of the fact that they're all so limited, but missed out on them, and not too bothered at missing out on them, but the resale price is crazy on them. And then on the 29th of August, the Jordan 1 Retro Low OG Oxidized Green. This is a US pair at the moment. I don't know if it's going to be releasing in the UK and EU, but I know it dropped there and was sort of delayed a few times. And then you got the Carnivore Asics GT 2160. A bit of a kind of, I suppose, average sneaker for me. Nothing too special, and the 2160 model's okay. And the Above the Clouds also released as well, which is an Asics GT 2160. Again, an okay pair, but not anything sort of mind-blowing for me. And a Safe and Sound pair on the 28th of August, which released it here in the EU and UK. Pretty much sold out, maybe a few smaller sizes lingering around here and there. A review's already up on the channel, and just like I said, nice simple pair. And you can't go too wrong with a pair of these, especially for the full time. And another one that I've also managed to grab a pair of and review is the Alexis Sablone Nike SB Dunk Low on the 29th of August, and a pair is really nice actually. When you get them in hand, the photos don't do it justice, but when you get them in hand and you see the material quality as well as the sort of features on this with the wearable upper and things like that, just the details around it in general, just a really nice sneaker, one of the best SB Dunks this year. And then the Jordan 3 Cement Grey, which is pretty much sitting everywhere. I think it had a pretty much worldwide release on the 31st of August. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice pair, in similar vein to the Fire Red Jordan 3, but not something that I need to grab in all honesty, because I have a few pairs of Jordan 3s, so this isn't really on the cop list. And coming on to upcoming releases this week, and the first one up is more for the US audience really, and it's the Nike Air DT Max 96 in white and black, and then you also got this rattan colorway as well. So again, it's more for the US audience, not really EU UK, and I don't recall these ever coming out in the EU and UK. And then on the 3rd of September we've got the size exclusive Air Max DN in a Canyon Rust colorway. So this seems to be one of the sort of themes for Nike this year, with the Canyon Rust colorway. We've seen it on quite a few sort of different models from Jordan brand and also from Nike. I don't really like this, I suppose, overall color scheme, and what I do like about this sneaker is the patterns on the upper. It looks different to what we've seen so far from an Air Max DN. And then on the 4th of September, which I think may be releasing in the UK and the US actually, is the Kombu and Pinecone New Balance 991 V2s, and a nice pair. I'm not mad at them, but also not want to be jumping off my seat to grab a pair. And then also you got the New Balance 1500 made in UK white and green, and again another nice pair. And I do like the colour scheme. It's quite sort of simple, and usually with these New Balance 1500s you can probably pick them up on sale for like half the price. And they have a sort of similar vibe to an Air Max 1 in my opinion. And then on the 5th of September, it says the Salehe Bembury website and also Crocs. I'm not sure if it will release on the Crocs website because the last one was very limited, but maybe if it does. And usually Crocs are quite good actually with the notifications, so I'll definitely be trying to grab a pair because I'm just interested in the silhouette in general. I actually don't like the look of it personally, but to review a pair would be quite nice. And then on the 5th of September, we've got the Nike Dunk Low Silver Surfer. So this is one that's pulled from their older catalogue and a re-release. And to me, it's just another sort of average dunk, really. And then you got the on the 5th of September, the Loro Piana New Balance 990 V6. So the colourway is really nice on this, but the fact that the price is, I think, is around £1,200 and $1,500, way too much for a New Balance 990 V6. None of these types of trainers are worth that particular retail price, and the materials have got to be like A1, and you've got to get a free watch or something with it for me to buy one of these. That's the reason I've given it a free. Just the price overall is just way too extortionate. And on the 5th of September, you got the Air Max Plus TN Napoli. This is just an okay sneaker. I really love the Air Max Plus as a silhouette, but this colorway is just not doing it for me. And on the 5th of September, you've got the Nike Clogposite Supremes, and this will probably be a Supreme in-store drop by the sounds of it, and it was announced quite late. And I really like the Clogposite. I have reviewed the Allwood brown pair, and they are really nice on feet. And if you just want a casual sneaker or just slip on, slip off type deal, very comfortable on foot, and quite sort of rigid as well at the same time. But I like the build quality overall. It feels quite sort of premium, and I'm not mad at these Supreme versions either. I think obviously the yellow and blue and the green, white and red is a bit I suppose over the top and more, I suppose, racy type vibes, whilst the black pair, that's pretty much I suppose anyone could sort of produce that particular pair, even sort of Nike themselves. So it's a safer option, I guess, but I won't really be buying any of them really. But I do maybe look towards maybe grabbing the GR version of the black pair of Clogposites. And on the 5th of September, a pair that I'm really looking forward to is the Air Max Thunder Black. So I have the Canyon Rust pair, which I reviewed, and which I really like. And it's just a different type of sneaker, really, and kind of similar to the Salomon sneakers, really, or the other way around, because this came out, I think, back in '99. But I just really like this particular colourway, just being in black. I think it suits this silhouette really well, and one that you can wear sort of in all kinds of weather, and perfect for sort of fall winter time. And then this is already released in the US in very limited numbers, and has sort of had sort of rave reviews, the AirTech Challenge 2. And I'm definitely looking forward to this, and maybe it'll be on the September 6th it comes out in the UK and EU. Originally I wasn't going to look for this pair, but I think it's kind of, just a big fan of like early 90s type sneakers, and this one I may grab because it's got the Nike Air on the back. And another pair of Air Max 180s, the Dusty Cactus. These are already released here in the UK and EU and at some retailers, and it's going to be on the Sneakers app as well, but I imagine that's also the US date as well. But it's a clean pair of sneakers, and I do like the Air Max 180. Just with this particular one, I think the colourway, I can probably wait for it to go on sale before I kind of grab a pair. And then we've got this Kobe 8 Pro pack on the 6th of September. I feel like this will probably be a US exclusive pack, in all honesty, because it's got the Lakers type colourways on there, and like the navy, the different team colours. So for me, it's obviously if they release in EU and UK, I'd be sort of trying to enter for the raffles, at least with the black and gold pair and the navy pair, but probably won't be releasing here in my opinion. And then on the 6th of September, we've got the Brain Dead Adidas Stan Smiths. And the materials on this look good, but I'm just not overall, I suppose, impressed with Stan Smiths in general. They're just a, very sort of simple, almost shoe-like type silhouette. But obviously, if you're interested, then it's definitely worth checking out. And then here in the UK and EU, we've got the Nigel Sylvester Air Jordan 4 dropping, their driveway grey. So this is another one I've got a review up for, and I paid a resale for mine, which wasn't too much above the retail price, but and in all honesty, I didn't know if they were going to be releasing in the EU and UK, because obviously they released really early on in August in the US, so I thought maybe it's a US Foot Locker and sneakers exclusive, but it looks like they're dropping here as well now, and some of the ruffles have started to sort of go up. And then you got the Adidas AE1 Bulldogs on the 7th of September. So I like the look of these pairs, and for me, I just have an issue on the forefoot, which I have mentioned in the past. but the feel of the sneaker in terms of the comfort, the way it looks is just, to me, spot on, and the price is spot on as well. So if you're in the market for these and you kind of like red, then obviously this is one for you. And then you got the Jordan 1 High OG Midnight Navy. So this is supposed to be coming out on the 7th of September. I haven't seen it loaded up, and maybe it'll be on the standard Nike app, because obviously Jordan 1s aren't selling how they were before, and not as hyped. So usually the sneaker stuff only has like hype stuff or stuff that Nike's promoting and pushing. But with this one, it's a really clean pair, really nice, and they're going for well below retail, especially my size, on the resale market. So I may try to grab it from that in order to get a review, but again, not too fussed. I think there's a couple other pairs that I'm like hoping to get in the next week or so.